Hello. So this will be. I have to make this really brief because my thing's almost out of battery, and I can't be bothered making I can't be bothered making one today. I'm really due for one of these ones, a little trim, and I'm really out of things to talk about. I'm sitting on my knees because I don't want to sit on my bed. I've been sitting on my bed all day, so I'm on my knees just chatting as usual. Um, as usual. Interesting what you say when you feel pressured to talk. I don't know why I feel pressured to talk. This could easily be edited out, any silences that I have, but then I think silence means more editing, editing means work, work means this isn't fun anymore. So that's why we get what we get. Um, Also, I didn't really want to edit this thing because it's purely for my articulation, purely to say what I need to say that's on my mind. Because a lot of the time when I'm talking to people, I don't feel like I get to say everything that I want to say. I feel like I get to say half of what I want to say, and then the rest is listening, which is fine. I'm happy for that. I'm not antisocial in that regard. Like, I do genuinely like hearing what other people have to say. I just also enjoy saying what I want to say as well. So this is my outlet, and this is how I do it. Bless me. um, so recently I've been playing a lot of Werewolf. Not playing a lot of, but thinking a lot about playing Werewolf. It's a game that's like you get to lynch your friends. You lynch your friends. Pretend, obviously, just a game. um, sorry, it's really uncomfortable. Um, There's a bunch of words that I can't pronounce. One of them, I used to work in money, and maybe talking about bank accounts and tax file numbers, where I would end up saying I had to sometimes help out people if they had a problem with their tax file number, and one of the sometimes the case was that we would like if they registered for their tax file number more than once and it went through, they would end up with another tax file number, and so it would become a duplicate. But because I was on the phone, I really struggled with the word. I'd be like, I'm really sorry, but there's a duplicate. There's a duplicate on there, and I can't say it. It's just one of those words I can't say it. Just like mature. I had to really like learn to say that one because I keep on going mature. I just could never. One of the other ones, one of the other words that this isn't one that I pronounce wrong, but it's one that I thought that existed but doesn't, is that song that says, hey mum and daddy, got a message for you. If you want to cross a road, you got to know what to do. You stand on the curb and see if traffic is there, and if it's all clear, then you can cross with care. And I used to always think that it was you stand on the curb and see if traffic is there. So I would stand on the curb and see, and I would be, for people who don't know what I'm talking about a curb, and I would say that in all seriousness. And I remember even being in front of in front of an assembly and then reading out this PowerPoint and saying vehicle. And I've been saying vehicle all my life. Americans are like, yeah, but no, it's a vehicle. And no one ever pulled me up on it. And no one ever pulls me up on any of these words that I pronounce wrong, except for now. I used to think that litten was past tense of lit. I was in like a proper, like a theatre, there's a theatre company, and I was pitching kind of like how I would like my one act play to go. And the whole time I'm saying, I want like this part of, and then when that's going on, I'd want like this part of the stage litten, and then I'd want like this part litten in this kind of a mood. And I'm saying it like it's a real word, and then at the end they're like, you realise like lit isn't actually litten isn't actually a word, and I'm like, oh, I thought they were joking because it sounds real. It sounds like a real word. I thought they were joking because they're like, I have a good sense of humour. So I was like, oh, and they're like, no, we're not joking. That's not. You kind of like, you sounded really stupid, and I was like, lol. Well, there we go. They didn't say I sounded stupid, but I added in that because that's probably how they felt. Because I can weed minds. I can weed minds. Weed. Anyway, I'm having a really like kind of night, and I'm gonna do that alone. I'm gonna do like woo alone. I'm gonna party alone. I'm not gonna masturbate. I'm just gonna have a fun night. Bye. Thanks for listening.